Yo guys, what is good? Welcome back on the Uncle Sharma channel. Good morning, good afternoon to you. Back to back Coppa Italia champions. How does it feel, guys? How does it feel? Simone Inzaghi is making us feel like this is normal, guys. This is not normal. Look back to Inter's past decade. How long we waited for a Coppa Italia, 11, 12-year drought, and now we're winning a back-to-back one. Look at other teams like Milan this year finishing with 0 titles, Juventus 0 titles, Napoli after many years getting a title. It's not normal getting so many titles. Yes, they're not the big ones, but we are playing for a really big one in a few weeks. So let's see what happens. And Simone Inzaghi could really, guys, he could really cement himself as one of the all-time greats in Inter's history if certain things fall in place in a certain place in Turkey known as Istanbul. You know what I mean? He's got his 4th trophy at Inter. Again, not the major ones, but still 4 trophies, which means he's one behind Jose Mourinho. And of course, if the one more trophy he could get to make it 5 would be pretty. We can't lie, guys. Yes, he hasn't got Scudetto, but it would put him up there in terms of achievements with this Inter team. But of course, that is a massive if. What I want to say, guys, enjoy these trophies. As we know with the Conte seasons, you never know with Inter how long you can enjoy these trophies. So let's enjoy. And the Inter players are definitely enjoying last night. Have you ever seen, by the way, Denzel Dumfries smiling so much? I mean, this guy was the leader of the celebrations last night. Him and Andre Onana look like they make an amazing duo together. They seem to be the new Brozovic and Barella, the inseparable twins that we've known over the years, but it looks like maybe we have a new blooming bromance with Andre Onana and Denzel Dumfries. Great to see. Obviously Romelu Lukaku looking absolutely ice cold, smoking that cigar, and even Tucu Correa, shameless, he's always looking ice cold in the celebrations. If only it was ice cold on the pitch. It is what it is. But one guy I want to start off today's video with is Lautaro El Toro Martinez. We know this guy won man of the match last night. One of the best performances I've seen from him in an Inter shirt. And he himself says, I'm in the best form of my career. I watched that interview post-match, and that's what the reporter asked him. And he said, yeah, it is, in terms of winning, but also in terms of actual form. Reaching 101 goals in this shirt is incredible. I'm proud of these fans who are always behind us. Yes, we are Lauti. We're always behind you. They give us so much love and support. It's all for them, for us, and for our family who suffers along with us. We kept that Coppa trophy that we won last season at home. We struggled against a good Fiorentina team, but it was important for us to keep our title. I'm in the best moment of form in my career. I'm happy because I'm physically fit. I'm happy. Yes. And people need to know about Lautaro's issues when he went to that World Cup. Yes, he had a stinker of a World Cup, but as he himself told us later on, his ankle was destroyed when he went to that World Cup. He needed injections, painkiller injections, to be able to play in that World Cup. But the casuals, the Messi fans out there, they don't know about this. When I post about this yesterday, I posted about this guy, being one of the best, if not the best, striker in the world when it comes to first-time volleys. And people are bringing, but he was shit in the World Cup. Yeah, you need to know everything when it comes to players behind the scenes. And yeah, I'm seeing more and more people talking about Ballon d'Or shouts if Inter do land that Champions League trophy. But again, let's keep it zipped. But yes, Lauti deserves that shout. Another guy who obviously deserves a shout, we already gave him one, our commander-in-chief, Simone Inzaghi, who says the secret to winning last night, or secret to winning in general, is knowing how to suffer. Very, very Italian. It's a Italian saying that doesn't quite translate well to English, like knowing how to suffer. But in Italian, it's better, like soffrire, like literally like suffering. But it's more like being able to defend your lead, or being able to not being in full control of the match, but still being in control of the match. I mean, as Laviola threw the kitchen sink, and then in the second half, Jovic missed chances, Handanovic saved us. So it wasn't definitely a vintage performance by Inter by any means. It was quite scary last few minutes, but Inzaghi admits that. He says, we played an excellent 35 minutes after they conceded the goal. In the second half, we got to a good start and a few gaps started to appear. We conceded a few chances. Fiorentina also played an excellent match. It must be said, Nico Gonzalez, especially Nico Gonzalez, shout out to him. He was an absolute menace with Jack Bonaventura. Inzaghi called a Coppa win a very important win. Obviously, this guy is the Coppa Italia merchant. This is his competition. That's the secret to winning these matches all together. We did well, and I hope these guys, 3 games left, guys. 3 games left until the end of the season. Atalanta, Torino in the league, and then obviously Man City. They stay compact, they stay together, they stay humble. Stay humble. Top 4 still needs to be secured. A win against Atalanta this weekend would secure it, and we would be looking at going into that final game against Torino with not too much. You can rest players and then focusing on that Champions League final. And guys, these interviews after the win are actually almost as important as the cup. First, starting with the future of this team, Alessandro Bastoni. He, in a press conference, said, again, obviously, we can't hold, you guys know how the modern football works. We can't always hold players accountable for what they say. We've seen it, with Skriniar or whatever. But Bastoni was quite outspoken last night. He basically said, I'm on the same wavelength with the club regarding the contract, and he thinks he's going to be extended. I mean, that's, players usually try to avoid these things, but this guy pretty much put it out there. His contract, as we know, runs out at the end of next June, not this summer, next June. It's always been reported that Bastoni is keen to stay Inter. We know he's an Inter fan. He's even called his daughter Azzurra. I've always said I'm happy here. The 24-year-old said, I've never hidden that. The club and I are on the same wavelength. I think we'll continue together, and I'm happy. I mean, that's quite clear, guys. And obviously, he talked about how important it is to win the Coppa Italia. Atalanta comes first. I'm happy that he said that. And then we'll focus on trying to make history. And yeah, the main thing I want to focus on is that contract thing. They're talking about 5 million plus bonuses would make him one of the highest paid in the league. And his market value is around 50, 60, 70 million euros, pounds, whatever you want to call it. So that means that's the type of money he can ask for, and that's the type of money looks like he will get. And that is great news if we can get that secured this summer, that signature to a long-term contract. And similar wavelength, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, another guy who was, always at the front when it comes to celebrating. When it comes to the extension talks, we're close, he said, as reported here by Sempre Inter via Sky Sport Italia. The reports have suggested for some time that Inter and Chala are close to agreeing a new deal. The talks have been going on for several months. When he was asked about it, he replied, that I'm very happy to be at Inter. I feel the love of our fans. It's something that can't be explained in words. We're close to agreeing an extension, and I'm happy to continue my dream at Inter. Last season was difficult. I arrived from Milan. As we know, a lot was expected from me, and I've always responded on the pitch by giving my all. 100%, brother. You have really, really impressed me when it comes to what you've put out there in terms of effort and heart on the pitch. I improved. I played as a mezzala, then as a regista out of necessity. Thanks to the staff and coach, I was able to give my best, and I want to continue. It's been a great season so far. Our fans give me strength, and I want to respond on the pitch. And he also says, I play as a regista for my national team, but here I do whatever the coach asks of me. My role is as a regista, but if the coach wants me to play as a mezzala, then I do it. And you guys know that I prefer him as a regista than a mezzala. I think even last night you could see a lot of his best work is actually done defensively than going forward when he plays in that position. And actually, I didn't know this. Chala wants to be the first Turkish player to lift the UCL trophy. I didn't know. Surely, back in Hakan Şükür and all these big Turkish ballers, one of them won the Champions League, no? But yeah, we know that City are a strong team. They're favourites. I think we'll give everything. It's a one-off match. We'll be playing in his home country, obviously. I'm excited. I would like to lift that trophy there and become part of history. I would be the first Turkish player to lift the Champions League trophy. Damn, I really didn't know that. But yeah, Hakan in Istanbul. Even some neutrals, I guess, will be there to probably support Hakan. So that would be a great, great sight to see. And actually, in line with Hakan, the final news I wanted to cover today, relating to the future of Inter, but not player related, is more financial, sponsor related. So we know there's been talks and rumors of, Qatar Airways, Turkish Airlines, maybe some Saudi companies here and there. But at the moment, the other day, the report came out that Turkish Airlines were the ones in advanced talks, according to Tuttosport and other sources, saying that the Turkish company is the favorite. But according to Tuttosport, it's actually Qatar Airways as the new favorites. The reports yesterday were saying that, or the other day was saying that Turkish Airlines would also like to make Hakan their, kind of ambassador. This deal would work hand in hand with Inter. Hakan, brings it all together. Obviously, at the end of the day, it's about who pays more to Inter. That's what they're interested in. Obviously, we want someone that actually pays money, first of all. With the unnamed crypto company, which will never be named now. We don't need people like them. Qatar Airways has already been the sponsor of for Roma in Serie A, who also actually have the digital bits. Oh, damn, I've named them now. Damn it. Accordingly, the search for a new shirt sponsor for next season has been a priority. Turkish Airlines has been linked as a name, linked with Binance, Leo Vegas, Hisense. Let's see. I mean, obviously, what Inter will be looking at is what we were supposed to get from digital, which was around 25 to 30 million euros per season. That's what Inter are looking for from these companies. So let's see. Again, I'm not too particularly bothered who it is. Turkish Airlines, Qatar Airways, both of them are not particularly okay. None of them are Pirelli in terms of aesthetically. No, I don't think any logo will look as good as Pirelli did for us. But let's see. Well, whoever picks, I'm happy with it. It just needs to be someone solid, someone that pays money, someone that can give us long-term stability. And that's the news for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, as I said, keep enjoying this back-to-back Coppa Italia trophy. Don't let other fans tell you, oh, it's just Coppa Italia, it doesn't matter. No. Coppa Italia, in Italy, we don't have the Carabao Cup or, the other trophies that some other countries have. We just have Serie A and Coppa Italia. So Coppa Italia is a secondary one, but it is important. And I think this also financially brings around 7 to 8 million euros. So it's good. Don't let other people tell you anything else. Let me know in the comments down below what you make of everything talked about. Lautaro, Bastoni contract, Hakan contract. I'm always happy to hear about your thoughts down below. And keep celebrating. Keep leaving a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel. Road to 7K subscribers. Ciao ragazzi. Always Forza Inter, and always enjoying that limone bowl. Ciao.